Okay. So I have now cast on 65 stitches. I'm just letting some of the tension out of the yarn there. Okay. So we are going to be making, hopefully, a adorable pair of socks from this pattern. Unfortunately, I could not find a nice corrugated green in a baby slash sock yarn, so I got what I could. The best color choice that I could, anyway. Okay, so I'll go over here. So this is what I am going to attempt to make. So yeah, this is like a really nice teal green kind of corrugated yarn. Couldn't find anything like that at the craft store. So what I ended up with is this green and brown and white corrugated yarn. So I think that'll still be cool crocodile color. Um, I am doing this in lieu of the blanket I was trying to make because it was just problem after problem after problem. So doing something that I can do well. Hopefully, we'll see. Oh, okay. I might need more stitches cast on though, because I think, yeah. Well, no. I'll do the medium. So I cast on 65, which I was supposed to do 64. So I'll just need a couple extra to make 68 for the next one. So that's 66, 67, 68. So it does have sizes for child, which was 64, and then women's small and women's large slash men's. So now that we have that, and these are double pointed needles. They are great for when you are working with things in the round that you don't want attached to a round needle, if that makes sense. I've used them a lot for stuffed animals and such, like making the arms because it's a cylinder, but you don't necessarily want it on a round set of needles because they do make what are called round needles, which I could show you some, but I don't feel like but I could just explain it. So it's pretty much knitting needles that have a cable that attach between the two ends, so that way you can just knit in a continuous circle. Um, these are double pointed needles, and then what people will traditionally see is single pointed needles or just knitting needles have a stopper on one end, so they can only go that far, whereas these don't have a stopper. These are nice wooden ones that were gifted to me several Christmases ago, and I got a whole set of them. I also This is size 1. I also have these size 2 that we will be using when we come to that part of the pattern. And I have them, I think, all the way up to size 6, or that must be like size 8, because I have several of them. So let's get started. Round 1 is slip 1 and knit 67. Okay, here we go. So there are two basic stitches in knitting. The first one that's like the basicest of the basic, I guess, is the knit stitch. So you go in from, it's hard to see. I always forget that my camera doesn't zoom in. Well, oh, it's over here. Okay. You go in from the front. And so since we're just slipping this one across, we're just going to slip it off like that. Which I realize now doesn't work with how I cast on the stitches. So hold on. I'm gonna have to cast on a different way. And to do so, I'm gonna have to remember how to cast on a different way. I think it's the cable cast on. Cable cast on. It's simple once I have it, but until I have it, it's not. Okay, so let me take all these off. Back to my original little slip stitch. I don't know if I can use it, but we'll see.
You start with a slip knot, and you can put the slip knot pretty close to the end of the yarn. There we go. Okay. I work a knit stitch, twist it around, and put it on.
Ah, okay. I remember how to do it now. So this, whoa. This is what.
Hello, darkness.
Hello, Wolverine. Hi.
I've come to talk with you again.
Good to see ya. Good to see ya. So we act as if we are knitting, and then we turn, and mess everything up. These are so tiny, I feel like I'm gonna break them. Okay, try this again. I think this needs to go the other way. Okay, so I need to knit and then pull it up and on. Like so. Yay, I have one. I only need, well, it's two technically. 1, 2. I need 66 more. Cool. How's your day been, Wolverine? Struggling on 7 days to get a foothold. Yeah, it can be kind of rough at first. It definitely helps to have peeps playing with you. Have you looked into the Twitch integration for 7 days? Interaction setup when ready to use. Yep. It's super simple because yeah, you can turn it off and on, and you can have it on even when you're not streaming if you just want little boss battles and like ways to level up faster, I guess. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Give it back. Ooh, thank you for that epic Cerberus War Beast. Okay, I gotta count again. I lost place. Gamer Dad, thank you, thank you. I just thought of something. One more time for good measure. Yeah, 17. Okay. The only problem with this style of casting on is I lose count really quickly, and it's a little bit of a struggle. Okay, 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. Third of the way there. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31.
32. Ooh, I found a new way to do this. 33. Eh. Don't break my knitting needles, please. 34. 35. 36. Oh, jeez. Try again. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. Ah. 41. Just over halfway there. 42. 43. Sorry, this is the slow process in the beginning. 44. 45. 46. Also, I just thought of something. There we go. Okay. Sure. Why not? Alrighty. Ooh, the music gets a little loud sometimes, but then it's too quiet other times. No happy medium, I guess. Alright. I was on 40 something, but I don't remember what. So I gotta count again. Nine, 30, 31, 32. 47. Okay. are going to 68. Oop. Stream Raiders! Okay, I need to get. That's 57. 58. 59. Eh. 60. Okay, I needed to get to a good stopping point for that. Let's go do our battle. Okay, so there's only a couple bad guys there. We could do it, Gamer Dad. We so can. So I'm gonna go like that in hopes that we all meet in the middle. Well, you guys meet in the middle. And then you take them out, Gamer Dad. That's the plan. Ready, steady, rock and roll. Oh boy, of course. We go above and not directly through. Oh well. Oh, you got a little bit of it. Nice. Skills. There's some monies for you, Gamer Dad. What the heck? Well, something's gotta be effective against rogues. Well, I guess I'm just gonna use this one because it's not showing anything being effective against a rogue, but I know there are things that are. Oh well. And it's the Meow Meow Kitties food time. Okay. We should be at 60. This is going to be the last haul for putting on stitches. I need to make sure that we have the right amount or the pattern doesn't work. So I'm going to count one more time and make sure that we're at 60. Yep, exactly 60. Sweet. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. Okay, so we slip one as if to knit. Oh, where's the center? Oh, there's the center. The only thing is that this does make a really tight cast on. Okay. So slip one as if to knit. Oh no, is this not gonna work either? Oh, poopy. Because then I am supposed to knit. And if I do that, yeah, it just pulls it out. Poop. How else am I supposed to cast on then? Oh, I know. I know. Oh my goodness. Sorry. This is the life of a fiber crafter. Sometimes you have to do something 3, 4, 5, 10 times until you realize, oh, that's what I needed to do. So I need to do the tail cast on. So I need to make a nice long tail with the yarn. Put the slip stitch over here. And then, whoop. Not do that. Gotta remember. Because it's like over under kind of deal. I gotta figure out how to do it. Hold on. Tail cast on.
I've been getting paid.
Oh my
Hello,
goodness,
I'm Dina
ads.
of sheepandstitch.com, and today we're going to talk about the longtail cast-on. Now, the longtail cast-on is awesome and super essential, and that's because it gives you a nice elastic edge. So if you're only going to learn one cast-on, make that the longtail cast-on. All right, so let's get started.
Something like that,
So,
yeah.
if you've done the easy cast-on, you'll know that we really only need to make a slip knot like this with our yarn, and then we would cast on with this part of our yarn, so the yarn that's attached to our ball. That was the easy cast on, right? So we just did a loop, put it on our needle, did another loop, put that on our needle, and this yarn tail right here just kind of hung out. It didn't really do anything.
To remember
Well, with the
how to
long
do
tail,
it.
that's quite different. With the long tail, this part of our yarn right here,
Just hurry up and get into it, please.
Needle 12 times. I've got one wrap here, tail up front. So you'll see there are two threads here.
Okay.
One is facing me, and one is in the back. So the one that's facing me is attached to my ball of yarn. No, I don't want that. I want my long tail facing me.
Okay, well, can you just get into it?
And what I'm going to do with these two fingers is I'm actually just going to clamp down on these two yarn threads like this. So not like a death grip, but like a pretty firm, grip on my two yarn threads like this. All right, so let's try that again. Two fingers, clamp down on these two yarn threads. Do a better clamp down. And then I'm going to use my thumb and my forefinger to just push open these two yarn threads like that. Okay? And I'm going to take this finger and just kind of put it down on the stitch so it doesn't move around like this.
Oh, my lord.
Right. So two fingers, clamp down, thumb and forefinger, push open these two yarn threads, and then just move your hand around, just sort of back and forth like this, and get comfortable doing that. And that's why you need a pretty firm grip on these, because you don't want your hand to kind of slide down like that. That's
Okay,
not-
can we
you want it like
actually
this.
start doing it though?
All right, and then I'm going to take my needle, I'm going to touch it to my thumb and go through the loop on my thumb like that. And I'm going to turn my hand to the front, and I'm going to let my needle go through the second loop, and I'm going to bring it through the original loop on my thumb and pull down
What?
like this. All right, and then I'm going to take my needle, I'm going to touch it to my thumb and go through
She's
the loop on my thumb
doing it
like that.
the other way.
And I'm going to turn my hand to the front, and I'm going to let my needle go through the second loop, and I'm going to bring it through the original loop. on my thumb
Okay,
and
we
pull down.
got it. I didn't want to have to
So,
do it
woohoo,
that way,
there is
but
our
I wanted to do it with my other hand. Oh well. Okay, so we have one so far. Will we ever start this pattern? 2, 3. The good thing is this one's pretty quick though. 4. Ooh, thank you for the epic tank. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, whoop, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 4, 5, 6, 37, 38, 39. Alright, halfway there. 40, 41, 42. Oof, hopefully I have enough. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Oh no. 51. Come on. Sorry, I keep forgetting about the frame. 52. 53. 54. Oh no. 55. 56. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I think I need to start over with a longer tail. Oh no. 57. Yeah, I'm not getting 10 more stitches out of that. So back to the beginning we go. Again, this is the life of my crafter. Alright, so we're gonna put it way over here. Too long is better than too short, right? Because life is just too short. Whoop. Still want to see if I can do it with my right hand. I feel like I've done it with my right hand before. Oh my gosh, every time. I swear I'm holding it on here, but apparently not well enough. Oh, I totally can. Right? Yeah. But I do not do it with my right hand. I can tell you right now, because that felt so uncomfortable. Okay. Trying to make temp home hospital, but harder than expected because it's so different now that I'm on console. Well, yeah, the hospitals are really hard. Why would you pick a hospital? That's like Death Wish for sure. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 3, 34. There we go. 6, 7, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Whoop. 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. On console, I cleared hospital, put claim block down, took out stairs to second floor so they couldn't get up to me, but on PC, its layout has changed. I'm here now, so I have to secure before Horde Night to be safe. Yeah, I have heard. I have to recount now. Dang it. Yeah, I've heard that 7 days sucks on console. So maybe you'll have more fun with it, but it could also be there's different updates for the PC. I'm not really sure. But yeah. Oh no, you're totally fine. I always am recounting anyway, so it wouldn't matter if you said anything or not. I would still have to do it, so. $56. Okay. Was easier to secure? Yeah. Well, I know that, like I said, I think that was kind of considered poopy on the console, maybe because it wasn't as difficult. I don't know. I'm gonna count that one more time. Who wants difficult? Stream already wants me to turn integration on. Yeah, probably because you kill a lot of people, so that's payback. Also, it's nice to have integration because then it feels like you're getting to play with them, you know, whether you hurt or help. Okay, I'm gonna add one more and then I'm gonna count again because I got 65 the first time and then 67 the second time and I'm just having a struggle bus. Sixty-four, 65, 66, 67, 68. Okay, 68. Confirmed. Think integration is broke on mine. Well, you can change the settings too on the integration. Alright, now let's see if we can get this to work the way the pattern wants it to. Slip 1 as if to knit. Ah, dang it. Well, maybe if I get this one knitted, it'll stay. Sorry, I couldn't see what I was doing. Because the person that wrote the pattern did not state how they cast on. And there are many different ways to cast on, and so some of them do not work with slipping a knit stitch on the first stitch, so. But we're finally into the first row. Look at us go. We'll be making these socks by Christmas. Oh boy. Okay. One thing that is way easier with crocheting than is with knitting is keeping even tension. How do you split stacks on? M and KB? What's M and KB? I'm trying to rack my brain. I don't know what M and KB means. Sorry. That one's lost on me. Oh, mouse and keyboard. Shift click usually or control click. In 7 days though, I don't know. How to split stack on 7 days PC. To split a stack on PC, all you need to do is right-click in it in your inventory. This will give you half of the stack, which you can then place in another inventory slot. And then I think you can shift-click to get, like, a specific amount. But yeah, if you right-click it, you will get half of the stack, and then you can move that to wherever you'd like. Now I have way too long of a tail, but oh well. Like I said, better to have too much than not enough. Can't wait for Stranger Things this weekend. I finished Umbrella Academy and started watching some other shows that I haven't watched in a really long time. And I'm gonna get back to Stranger Things this weekend. Yeah, of course. You're always welcome. Oh, easy does it now. Did I just lose a stitch? I really hope I didn't, because it's gonna be really hard to get back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get out of there, Fuzz. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 6, 7, 48, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 58, 59, 60, 65, 67, 68. Okay, didn't drop a stitch. Woo! We're good. Now, as long as I don't break these itty bitty tiny knitting needles, we'll be okay. So if anybody was here for my attempts at making a blanket, I did give up on it, but it's gonna make a nice bed end decoration or back of couch decoration, but sadly with modifying the pattern, every single panel that I made was different and they just didn't fit together well, and I just didn't want to go through the stress of continuing to try to do that. So I made what I could, and now I have switched on to a different birthday present project, which I will be able to follow the pattern precisely, so it'll work out well because I don't have to get frustrated with stitches not matching up. And if you are curious what I am making, there should be a link popping up in a couple minutes in the chat to the pattern that I'm currently working on. But if you're like, no, I want to see it now, then I can show it to you. Please, please don't break my knitting needles. I do have one extra, probably for that exact reason, but I'm not exactly sure. The sets that I got all came with 5, whereas you usually just use 4 double pointed needles, but I guess maybe sometimes you might need 5. Oh, my carpal tunnel's starting to act up. Come on, a couple more stitches and we will have finally finished. After 1 hour, we have finally finished the first row. Look at how beautiful it is. Feast your eyes upon one singular row of knitting. Alright, so now we flip our work around, and now we're going to purl this whole row. But the first stitch is going to be slip as if to purl. So whereas with the knitting we come in through the front, with the purl you come in through the back. And if I can get a close-up on it, it's easier with like a couple different rows, but you can see on, hopefully, on the purl side, there's these little bubbles. Oh, okay, I see. I'm way out of the camera. Come on, get back in the camera. Oh, yeah, so little bubbles. And then on the knit side, you'll start to see, once you can see more of it, but there will be these little V's that make up each row. I guess you can't see. Oh gosh, I gotta get it in the camera frame. Come on. There, you can kind of, sort of. This camera's not great for getting up super close like that. One day I'll have a nice camera that has zoom on it. Oh, thank you for the units. At least I thought I heard the noise for that. And we've got a couple seconds until our battle. Whoop. Okay. There's the battle timer. Slide this down so nothing jumps off. And we will do our battle. Gamer Dad, Arc Knight Sage, and Burks MB. I guess. Thank you so much for all the units. So much appreciations. Let's get a haste going. Gotta go fast. Oh. I didn't realize the haste was only gonna last for a second. I'm bad at this, sorry. But at least we're doing great. Look at Burks MB Rogue was just taking them out. Burks MB with the big monies. Gamer Dad with the other monies. Alright. Oh, collect. Collect. Onto a gold chest. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to using my archer. I don't know how this is gonna go, peeps, but hopefully you're in it for the win. Let's go. Okay, we will continue to purl stitch. No, 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 no. Thank you. Tried to jump out of some stitches there. No, thank you. hope with this lighter color in here, it'll still be a decent color for a crocodile, but yeah. It was the best option of all the choices I had, I guess. I could have ordered like the exact color online, but I had a gift card for my local store, so... Then I realize now that I forgot to get felt. So I'll have to get that another day, but that'll also be way far off for when I attach that, so no worries. Ugh, I don't like these knitting needles being so small. One, I feel like I'm gonna break them, and two, it kind of pinches my wrist a little, makes my carpal tunnel act up. For having so much tension on such a tiny little thing. They're like half the thickness of a pencil. Maybe a third the thickness. Ah, come on. They're barely thicker than this yarn. I'm not saying something, because this is baby yarn. I was supposed to get sock yarn, but the colors that they had for sock yarn that were within my price range were not great. And honestly, the colors in general weren't really what I was looking for. But having it right there, I was able to get a similar gauge yarn, which was a baby yarn, which will also be soft and good for feeties. Because this is going to be a pair of socks. Ooh, gotta be careful getting close to the edge there. Don't want to lose my head. Oh, so close. So close. Alright, 2 rows down. And then the pattern states to repeat those rows 2 more times. Then work round 1 one more time. Going up to 7 total. And then we'll be switching to our number 2 knitting needles, which are just a hair thicker than this ones. Oh, thank you, Berks MB. Okay, so we will get that tail out of the way. Slip as if to knit. And then actually knit. So there's all sorts of fun patterns that you can create with the knit and purl stitches, which are the 2 basic stitches. You can do like a full row doing knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1 the whole way across. That will make a stocking net stitch, I believe is what it's called. where it makes little lines in the pattern. You could do it in chunks to make those lines thicker. You can knit every single row, and then you have like an even texture on both sides of knits and purls. And then of course like this, you can knit row, knit row, purl row, which puts all the knits on one side and all the purls on the other side. Yeah, all sorts of fun you could do. There's definitely going to be some texture stitches in here because I know that there's little like textured bumps for scales. So that'll be interesting. It's definitely easy to just zone out while doing this. If I go slower, I can do this while watching TV. I could definitely crochet while watching TV, no problem at all. But I've also been crocheting a lot longer than I've been knitting. I mostly self-taught when I was about 21, 22 in that range. So it's been 12 years that I've been knitting now. And then crocheting has been 30 years this year. It's pretty crazy to think that I've been doing anything in my life for 30 years other than living and breathing. Dang it, I gotta stay in the camera. Wish I could set up like a hand tracker. Like if I go past a spot, it'll like beep in my ear. The unfortunate part about this being quite hypnotic and chill, and then the music, is that now I'm getting tired and I want to go to sleep. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Oof. Okay, I saved it. 2 little stitches jumped off the end there when I was pushing it down. Woo! Scary, scary, scary. I think if I show the lighter colors, so you can start to see, if I can fold this down, the little V's that are forming on the knit side. And you could definitely see all the little bubbles that are forming on the purl side. So those are the 2 different textures that you get from the 2 basic stitches in knitting. Okay, phew. I was like, oh no, was I supposed to switch to the bigger needles? No, not until we do these first 7 rows. Whoop. And we're on row 4 currently. Starting to cook with gas. Or get into the groove, as you might say. Gotta keep this one moving down and this one moving up, and it's just a bunch of fiddling. You just gotta fiddle with it. This is an interesting song for lo-fi. There we go. Now it's more lo-fi. The original was like, eh? Alright, I gotta be careful with how far down I push these stitches though, because I don't want them to pop off the back like they did before. "16 more minutes for Stream Raiders if anybody is playing. And if you are not and you want to learn about it, !Raiders in the chat will get you that information. Starting to get all bunched up. It's like snake scales, a little bit. I did actually crochet a bunch of reptilian and amphibious creatures when I was taking a herpetology class. I made an albino rattlesnake and a garter snake and a rough-skinned newt, which is one of the only Latin names I remember. I don't know why, but it stuck with me. It's Tarica granulosa. My professor used to always say if they still taught Latin in school, the names would be a lot easier for people. I'm guessing Tarica is something to do with skin, and then granulosa, granules, rough. Try not to push it down too far because I don't want it to fall off. Okay, there was number 4. Now we're on to number 5. Mambo number 5. we will be ending after this next Stream Raiders battle because it's just too hot, and it's really hot to have this light on me right now. But at least we'll only be ending slightly early. Be like 20 minutes early. Okay, it's like 24 minutes early, but it's too hot. I need to turn the light off, turn the computer off, and just cool myself down. But it might be a little longer. We just won't do another Stream Raiders battle, but I do want to get to round 7, so we'll see how long that takes. We're on 5 now, though, and I am cruising, so it might take even less than 10 minutes, but we'll see. Woo! Easy does it. Okay. Round 6. Also, my hand is getting tingly. That's always usually good. Another good sign to stop. But not until I make my goal. Come on. Okay, come on, get around the needle. Jeezums. This is another reason why Pearl is a little more difficult than Knit, because the yarn and the needles don't always want to play nice, but with Knit it just like happens. It just goes. It's just perfect. Pearl, you gotta work for it sometimes. tingly hands. I don't like it. So close to being done though. For the evening. Definitely not for the pattern. Missing a little bit there, friend. There we go. Okay. I had to like check for a second. That steady like beep 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 in like the background of this song made me think like, oh, maybe there's a car alarm going off and that's not actually just the song. Please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't. No, 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 no. Oh, goodness. Just like when that happens. Like, that's not necessary for you to just be jumping right off of there. At least we'll end on a knit row. Those are always faster and nicer than the purl rows. Come on. Go around the needle. Thank you. Jeezums. Keep it a little bit far away from the bottom edge down there. Alright. Let's just short of 4 minutes left. 3:57 or 54 left. And we're on our last row, and I'm pretty sure I can get them done about the same time. Once we get into the round portion of this, after we attach the bottom jaw, we will start using all 4 needles, maybe even 5, we'll see, rather than just the 2. almost done. We got a minute 16 left on Stream Raiders and like 20 stitches left. Alexa, what's the weather? Ooh, 77. Oh, and in the 50s tonight. Alright, that's great. I can open up my window here and turn off the AC. Cool it down. Alright. We've done our 7 rows. We'll switch to our next size after a minute. I want to kind of try to show the colors without losing. And there's the Stream Raider battle. So yeah, we've got a nice coloration going on. I think it's a good crocodile color. Let me know what you think. So there's our knit side. You can see all those little V's that are in the little rows I was telling you about. And there's our purl side. All the little bumpy scales that I was telling you about. It's fun, 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 fun stuff. Now I'm gonna push it in because I don't want to lose it off of my needle. Alright. But yeah, this is 7 whole rows. This is a tiny, tiny bit of the entire thing. So it's a process. It's all the process. Alright, let's do our Stream Raider battle and then find someone to raid out into. Thank you, Gamer Dad. Thank you, Burks MB. And thank you, Maple Mariposa. Gorgeous lady. So let's go. I'm gonna do. Wait, not that one. I'm gonna do this. So that way I can get some good stuff on this, guys. Right, let's go. Heck y'all, let's go. And they're coming right to us. And we got that higher ground going. It's unstoppable. Also a lot of monks. Oh, Bricks MB one down. Sad day, but pretty good. Bricks MB will give you these coins. And let's see, Gamer Dad, most assist. Take go, Gamer Dad. Get you some Musketeer scrolls. All right. Well, that is the end of Stream Raiders. That is the end of the stream. We're gonna go see who's on Twitch. And we're gonna get a hecky raid going. Oh, Sheaf is playing Elden Ring. Any other interesting things happening? Go, Valorant, Rocket League, Borderlands, Ark. Not too much else exciting, so we're gonna go ahead and raid Sheaf, because that's what we do. Oh, you were lurking? Thank you so much, Gamer Dad, you lurky turkey. Lurks are love, though, for sure. So we are gonna go raid Sheaf, and then you won't have to lurk, because it'll be exactly where you always wanted to be. Alright. Let's go say hi to Sheaf. If you've never met Sheaf before, he's amazing. He is a Zelda-inspired streamer, and he'll play a pretty little song for us once we go over there. And he's just a cool, chill dude, and if you like his style and his vibe, go ahead and give him a follow. It's much appreciated. Thanks so much. See you guys tomorrow for Ark with Shmee and Wolverine. Bye-bye!